this is Sarah from Accessories, and today I'm here to talk about some more of the books that I read in 2016, and I have quite a few to talk about. So the first one I have to talk about is Breakfast of Champions by Kurt Vonnegut, and this one I gave 5 stars because, well, it's Kurt Vonnegut, and I can't not give a Kurt Vonnegut novel 5 stars. For me, Breakfast of Champions is my least favorite out of the 3 Kurt Vonnegut novels that I've read. But it's still amazing. It's really funny. It's really satirical. Like, if there are 3 things, like if you were to ask me 3 things that could describe Kurt Vonnegut's writing style, I'd say dark, satirical, and no fucks given. I can't make the number 3. No fucks given. And that's like one word, because he would hyphenate it. And then he'd like draw you a picture of him flicking you off, because that's just Kurt Vonnegut's style. Like, see for instance, see, it's fun, it's witty, it's just really fun. It follows a former member of Vonnegut's universe, Kilgore Trout. He was introduced in Slaughterhouse-Five, which I absolutely love, as the science fiction writer that Billy Pilgrim is obsessed with. And Kilgore Trout ends up meeting, what's his name, Dwayne? Dwayne, I think that's his name. And Dwayne is a car dealership salesman, and it's a wild ride, real wild, and I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun. If you're a fan of Kurt Vonnegut, I definitely recommend picking this one up. I don't think this is the best place to start with Vonnegut, though. I definitely think that when you read Vonnegut, you should definitely start with Slaughterhouse-Five, because this one, it probably won't make as much sense with some of Trout's mannerisms and ideals, because he's a really wacky character, and he's just a lot of fun. The next story that I read is called The Too Clever Fox. It is by Leigh Bardugo. It is considered to be a part of her Grisher universe. You can read it for free online on Tor's website. Don't go on Amazon and purchase it, because you can't buy it for free. You just gotta do a little bit of research, people. I gave it 5 stars. It's so beautiful. I don't want to tell you what the summary is about. I just want to let you know that you should go and read The Too Clever Fox by Leigh Bardugo, because it's awesome. It's definitely worth it. Then the next book that I read was Swoon by Nina Malkin. I actually didn't finish this book. I can't even say that I read it, but since I own it, I thought I'd talk about it, because I'm about to on haul list. See, my problem with this book is that it's very juvenile, but also it's trying too hard to be adult. And when novels do that, it's a hot mess, and it's very insulting. It's just not my cup of tea. So I will not be reading Swoon, which I'm really sad about, because this one had been on my shelf for years. It's one of those books that I can't wait to read about. But I'm DNFing this one and just going to give it away to somebody else who may love it. Then the next book is actually a series of books. It is the Scary Stories Treasury. I read Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and Scary Stories 3, More Tales to Chill Your Bones. So, I won't go through each and every single story in this collection, but it has beautiful, creepy-ass pictures that will make you scared. For the first in this collection, I gave it 4 stars overall, because 5 stars because it's nostalgic for me, 3 stars for the overall stories in the first collection, but, you know, I'm gonna just round that off to 4 stars because it's fun, and it's my childhood. And then the second collection, I gave 2 stars because I feel like this one is much stronger than the first collection of short stories. It was creepier, it was weirder, and I like that. Then the next collection, I gave 5 stars because this is the collection that I was originally introduced to first. I read the 3rd collection before I read any other collection, and it's my favorite of the collections because it creeps me out. Like Harold, the Chihuahua dog, the weird, like the hog, just, there's so many weird stories in here, and they stuck with me all throughout my childhood, my teenage years, and into my adult years, and they're still creep me out, especially Harold. Ugh, I hate Harold. The next story that I read is a manga collection, with the first volume being The Earl and the Fairy. It is by Awaka. I'm not gonna even, I butchered it. This one's really cute because it follows a fairy doctor who ends up being kidnapped, and it's a lot of fun. I just really enjoyed this one. I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was cute, and I definitely want to continue on with this series because It was just an all-around good time, and if I remember correctly, there was Scotland in here in some way, and I dig Scotland, so I'm all about it. Then the next book that I read, I got from NetGalley. It's a graphic novel that follows, it's a dystopian that follows people who can replace their past with new ones, I think. I gave it a body transplant. That's what it's called, a body transplant. I give this one 1.75 stars. It's called ID by Emma Rios. It's not really for me. I don't really like it, but I'll link the review down below if you want to read more of my thoughts on it. Then the next book that I read was called 100 Sideways Miles by Andrew Smith. I listened to the audiobook of this one. It is about a boy who was crushed by a horse when he was little. Interesting, right? I gave this one 3.25 stars. I had some issues with it, like the narrator can be a real weird narrator. Like he just feels like he tries to be too outside of the box. And like, I don't care that you're outside of the box. I don't care that a horse fell on you when you were little. Yeah, that's a weird experience, but he just goes above and beyond to be out of the box. And the romance was a little weird. Just the overall story was weird. It was odd, especially the last like 50 pages. I was like, what is even going on? And I still stand by that. I don't know if I'll read any more by Andrew Smith, but it was definitely an interesting audiobook to listen to, and it did have some great commentary. So those are a few of the books that I read in 2016. Let me know down below if you've read any of these, and I'll see you soon. Bye!